It is time to act now. What do you want a generation 20 or 30 years from now to think of Navratri? Do you want your children to abstain from worldly pleasures during Navratras, or do you want them to see Navratris as an all-out sexual fest with no religious connotations? The choice is of the generation which is currently sick of seeing cheap advertisements which do the rounds around Navratris. If brands promoting sex around this time of the year are not reined in now, it might be too late to do so in the future, and the concept of Navratris will be contaminated. It is time to rise now and show these overexcited brands their damn place. Hi and welcome. This is TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Piyush, and in this video I will tell you about the morbid obsession of liberal ad makers with correlating condoms and Navratri, and it is despicable. Let's begin. Like every year, this time too, some liberal brands have come out to promote their products during Navratris. Not by promoting bodily abstinence, but instead shamelessly sexualizing a Hindu religious festival. This year, cosmetics e-commerce site Nykaa has decided to offer as much as 40% discount on condoms and lubes, because how else would a company like it celebrate a Hindu festival if not by making monetary gains out of perception that Navratri is in fact a pop festival and not a religious one to which Hindus attach great importance. The screenshots of Nykaa's offers were taken by activist Sunaina Hole and shared on Twitter. Nykaa was tagged and Sunaina asked what was the logic behind associating Navratri with sex. She said that Hindus celebrate this holy festival and 9 goddesses are worshipped for 9 days. She added, Durga Kali Puja is synonymous with Navratri, wherein goddess Durga battles and emerges victorious over buffalo demon Mahishasur to help restore Dharma. Nykaa's advertisement has triggered a flurry of responses on social media, and none of them seems to be in the company's favor. For the past many years, there has been a concerted attempt to associate Navratri with sexual pleasure. Companies of various strands have tried to make profit out of selling condoms during these 9 days, and most of their marketing strategy has revolved around lascivious double innuendo adverts. Last year, Eros Now, which is a digital OTT platform owned by Eros International Media Limited, was lambasted on social media for its highly offensive, denegatory and outrageous posts, particularly on Twitter. Eros Now took to its Twitter handle to publish cheap posts abound with sexual innuendo while using references of Navratri and hashtags to the same effect as well. Owing to outrage on social media, Eros Now had issued an apology and taken down the posts. In 2018, an ad for a steroid supplement slyly indicated the occasion of Dandiya, a folk dance synonym with Navratri, as being associated with erotic emotions. For those unaware, Dandiya Ras is a popular folk festival that originated in Gujarat, where devout disciples of goddess Durga indulge in festive dance, flashing Dandiya sticks with each other and trying their hands in the popular folk dance of Garba. Initially limited to Gujarat, Dandiya soon picked up its name and fame and is now extremely popular worldwide for its enthusiasm, youthful spirit and charm that follows this festival. The advertisement in question, however, suggested that Dandiya is not a vibrant folk fest that celebrates spirit of Navratri, but a mere meat fest where all the participants think of is to get scored. Such defamation of Dandiya and Navratris, though bizarre and atrocious to say the least, is nothing unexpected. This is just another well-thought but poorly executed tactic to defame and shame anything even remotely related to Hinduism. According to a 2016 report by the Economic Times, condom manufacturers strategically ramp up supply and distribution with the beginning of Navratris. For instance, Durex, a Reckitt Benckiser brand, often releases new communication to coincide with the start of a season of festivals and holidays. Distribution is augmented and point-of-sale activations increase in what Durex calls hotspots, markets with high concentration of young people, colleges, restaurants, cafes and bars. Ranju K. Mohan, director and business head, J.K. Ansel, makers of Kama Sutra condoms, believe tales of dramatic rise of condom sales during Navratri are more marketing myth than reality. In truth, it is the beginning of 3-month-long season of festivals, holidays and weddings that help push the sales up. Yet Navratri is the only festival that is overtly associated with sex by ad makers. The ultimate goal, of course, is to besmirch Hindu festivals and to create a pop vibe around them, so that a few years down the line, the youth begin to see them not as days to spiritually awaken, but to engage in sex alone. However, brands are no longer being given a long leash to engage in brazen anti-Hindu propaganda. They are being brought to task on social media, which will eventually lead to them feeling wary of engaging in such theatrics ever again.